Well, hello everyone. It's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys your Divine Masculine weekly forecast. So today's theme is Behind the Curtains. So we're going to take a deep look into what the Divine Masculine is seeing and feeling and experiencing at this time when it comes to his Divine Feminine and this connection. I do tend to channel for those that are experiencing either a separation or a challenge in your connection, so please keep that in mind and only take what resonates for you and get rid of anything that doesn't. All the decks I'm going to be using here today are mostly created by myself except for one deck, and actually they're two combined, and there are two new decks that I received from Bridget Rao from Divine Essentials called the Masculine's Madness 1 and 2. Very excited about these decks. So anyways, we're just going to jump right into the messages. Everything will be listed down below as far as the decks and this beautiful Organite created by Michelle from Wing and Bell. So let's get started. We're going to take a look and see what is going on here with the mind of this Divine Masculine. What is behind the Divine Masculine's eyes right now when he thinks about this feminine? Let's take a look and see what this energy is. So I'm combining these two decks, and we are going to see what is behind the Divine Masculine's eyes right now when it comes to this Divine Feminine. So I forgot to mention this. I don't feel like I have to usually anymore, but because it's the normal routine, we're going to do some of this reading here on this channel, and then we're going to go into the extended about halfway through. So if you guys are interested in those extra messages, that link will be down below. All right. Okay, so let's see. What is behind the Divine Masculine's eyes right now? Okay, so we have inner demons. Nobody understands the darkness inside me. Okay, so right now it could be that this particular Divine Masculine is going through a dark time. There could be some inner demons that he is currently battling right now when it comes to this Divine Feminine and the connection. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab 4 cards, and then we're going to start clarifying with other decks. Okay, what else? We have alluring. Everything about you captivates me. The immediate feeling that I'm getting here is that this masculine is battling his thoughts and his feelings right now about this connection and the Divine Feminine for whatever reason, okay? All right, let's see what else. I know I'm running out of time, impatience. Okay, so this could be something that's been going on for quite some time. Maybe this masculine has been in the dark. Maybe he has been silent, kind of hiding his feelings or hiding from his feelings from the feminine for quite some time. So I feel like a lot of time has been going on or has passed. And now we have foolish. I've been careless and foolish with your heart and my own. So it could be that someone's foolish behavior, some sort of a foolish move or decision that was made on the Divine Masculine's part has created some sort of separation or demise of this connection. All right, so we're going to go into the Diviner's Oracle, which was created by myself here. It's a newer deck, and it is now available for sale. It wasn't for some reason for a whole week, but it's been approved. So let's go into these inner demons. Let's clarify these inner demons. So I'm going to put this deck like this. We're going to take these and clarify them in a minute. Okay. All right. What is this inner demons business about? Oh, wow. Okay. Well, the masculine is definitely thinking about the feminine. The fact that we're tapping into the mind energy right now, and we have thoughts of you coming up, nostalgia, rumination. It could even be a borderline obsessive right now, which might feel like it's this inner demon. It's like, almost like driving the Divine Masculine mad. And it's interesting because I almost called this reading the Divine Masculine's Madness, but that's the name of this deck. So I didn't really want to, kind of steal that name. But that's the actual theme for this reading for me, is what's going on in the masculine that's kind of driving him mad when it comes to this connection and the feminine. So it's thoughts of you that he's trying to understand. It's bringing up these demons. These demons could be from past actions, dark actions, when he was in a shadowy time with himself. So this could be one of those things where he's thinking about maybe some of the things that he did to you that were not on the up and up, things that may have hurt you, etc. So this is coming up a lot right now for this particular divine masculine. So behind the eyes, especially when he closes his eyes at night, or he's just kind of in that meditative state, he is thinking about this feminine. All right, let's go into my divine masculine tarot and ascension journey and see what else is going on. Okay, we have the Queen of Pentacles. I see you in my future. And we have the King of Swords. Let's set the record straight. Very interesting. So this particular divine masculine knows that he has to set the record straight, meaning he has to come towards you, feminine, with his truth, because the King of Swords is someone who speaks the truth, even if it's a difficult conversation. If he wants you in his future, which we know that he actually does see you, feminine, in his future, he sees you as somebody that would be a good fit for him in his future. This is why he's thinking about this. If he sees you in his future, he knows he's going to have to set the record straight. But I feel like this is something that is frightening him right now. It is scaring him right now, just the thought of either contacting you or facing you because of something that he did. That's what I'm getting for this reading. So this right now is behind the masculine's eyes. All right, so let's go ahead and see what else is going on behind those eyes. So the next card that we drew was alluring. Everything about you captivates me. So he's very allured by this feminine. We also have obsession. So it's kind of like he may not want to think about the feminine, but he can't help but think about her. She's there in his mind, whether he wants her there or not. He's captivated by her. He feels magnetized or, allured towards her. It's like this magnet. That's the word I'm thinking of, a magnet energy. All right, let's see what else. Ooh, yeah, look at that moon energy. Moon is intuition, emotion, and fantasy. So there could be some fantasies that he's having, fantasizing or envisioning the future with her, envisioning some sort of a conversation. Now, we do have this fantasy element, which means that he feels like it's a little bit out of reach right now, kind of feels like, it's something that may not ever happen, and that is due to his fear. So the moon in regular tarot is about suppressing your emotions. We're suppressing things because we are afraid, okay? So we do have intuition. I do also feel like this masculine right now is kind of having an inner dialogue with the feminine. He's having some sort of an internal conversation with her, maybe even a telepathic conversation. So if you guys are picking up on any of these conversations, this is coming from the masculine because he is thinking about it. So you're probably intuitively picking up on this energy, feminine. That's what I'm seeing. So let's see what else. Oh, so there's that question, the Wheel of Fortune. Is this path for me? Do I roll the dice? Do I take this chance? Do I turn the wheel once again? This divine masculine definitely knows that he is going to have to make this move. He is going to have to be the one to do something here. So I'm not getting that he is seeing that his feminine needs to really do much here. I feel like it is like the ball is in his court now to come towards her to make those wrongs right, or to at least get this going once again. So he's kind of in a toss-up, but the Wheel of Fortune always reminds me of fate and destiny. So there's a little element of fate, as in I just feel like this is something that's meant for me, but he's still questioning it, fearing that he'll be wrong. Yeah, so we have the Knight of Wands now, feeling very restless, actually. So this masculine currently is feeling restless. It could even be that he is having a difficult time sleeping, because this is the energy of what's going on behind the divine masculine's eyes. When you're feeling restless, you're not getting good sleep. So this masculine could be losing sleep over this feminine right now, kind of tossing and turning with those internal demons going on inside. There could also be a lot of fantasy, because the Knight of Wands is also very kind of sensual, very, passionate kind of an energy as well, where we're wanting to connect with someone in a physical way. So there could be some fantasies while he is sleeping, or while he is closing his eyes, he's envisioning some sort of a kind of rendezvous with this particular feminine, okay? All right, let's go ahead and get another. Okay, we do have impatience. I know I'm running out of time. So I feel like that's why this question is here. Like, I know I need to turn the wheel. I know I need to set the record straight. I know that you're probably getting impatient with me because I haven't made this move yet. And you know I want to make this move, but yet I'm not making this move. So I feel, feminine, that you are feeling that, and you're feeling that impatience. And I feel like the masculine also knows this as well. It's like he knows that he is running out of time. All right, let's go ahead and get another. Okay, so we have official person. And for me, whenever the official person shows up, this just means that this is someone who's going to make things official. They're going to officially reach out. They're going to do the right thing. They're going to make a respectable move. That's why we have respect and integrity there, okay? This is someone who is going to basically take matters into their own hands. And so I already know from these cards that are coming up that this masculine knows that he has to be the person to make this move. So he is thinking about this, feminine. It is something that he does know, okay? Okay, we have 8 of Cups. I need to go my own way for a while. I feel like this is something that has already taken place. This masculine either has walked away from you, feminine, or you walked away from him. So now that there is this separation, it's thinking about coming back from walking away, okay? So I feel like he has already taken this time to think. He may have even said this to you, feminine. He may have said, I need some time. But it's been a long time now. And the feminine probably feels like, hey, you know what? You said you needed some space, but how much space are we talking about? Or you've taken this space, but yet I hear you're with someone else. That just doesn't make sense. So this masculine just knows right now that what's going on here and the way that he's doing things isn't feeling right, and it isn't looking the best. I'm picking that up. Oh, I don't know why I put this over here. I meant to put it here. Okay. Two of Wands were on the same page. So the thing is, I feel like this masculine right now is feeling restless because he is starting to feel like, hey, you know what? I'm ready for this connection. But now there's all this fear that's holding him back and causing him to feel like, you know what? He's going to have to now make some sort of a move in order to take things to the next level. And I just feel that that is either scary for him, or it's just something he just feels like he can't handle right now. Because we do have this foolish energy, and this foolish energy means he was careless and foolish with your heart, feminine. He absolutely was. And he's also made some foolish decisions while you've been in separation. Because I did pick that up. You guys may have heard that this masculine has done certain things in your separation, and it doesn't make sense because he told you one thing but then did another. So there's this foolish energy. So this is why he feels dumb. This is why it's not so easy to just face you and come back. That's why there's a lot of demons right now, okay? All right, let's get one more. We have key. But again, there is, if you want to achieve this, if you want to create any new movement in this connection, Divine Masculine knows that he holds the key, okay? He's the one that's going to have to take this key and put it into that door in order to open it. That's the only way there's going to be movement here. So he's going to have to get over his pride. He's going to have to get over that ego. He's going to have to get over his fear, or else nothing is going to happen here. Nothing is going to change. Okay, so this one to come. Oh, wow, we have strength. Do I have what it takes? So do I have what it takes to face you? Do I have the courage to do the right thing, to act with integrity? Do I have the strength and the courage to take that key and put it in this door? What will happen if I do? I feel like this masculine is just teeter-tottering right now on those two questions. Is this path for me? Do I have what it takes? A lot of questions. And then we have the King of Cups. I do want to tell you how I feel. So the fact that we have the two kings coming through, the King of Swords saying that I want to set the record straight and I do want to tell you how I feel, I do feel like that is really a positive here. This masculine behind his eyes is really thinking deeply about how he wants to correct these behaviors, how he wants to make these wrongs right, and how he wants to move forward with this feminine. So we're going to go ahead and shift gears, and we are going to now go into what does he see when it comes to his divine feminine and their connection. So how does he see you, feminine? How does he see this connection with you? What is the energy? Let's look at that. So we're going to again go into these decks here. How does this, or what does he see What does the divine masculine see when it comes to his divine feminine and their connection? What does he see? Okay, so we have, there's so much anger inside of me, hostile. What I'm getting, feminine, this isn't the masculine being angry at you. This is you being angry with the divine masculine. So there is this energy. That's why we've got the inner demons. Those inner demons, yes, are your masculine's inner demons because of the foolish behaviors or the things that he did, the decisions that he made that were foolish. So there's this anger. And he knows that you could be hostile with him or that you're waiting for him to apologize for these behaviors. So I feel like he kind of assumes, even if you don't feel that way, feminine, you're not even angry anymore. He assumes you're hostile towards him. So that's how he sees you, as being hostile towards him. Lust. I admire every sexy inch. Okay, so what he also sees, feminine, how he sees you in this connection is that he still is very attracted to you. We did get that Knight of Wands. That just indicates somebody who's still very much, you're very appealing, you're very sexy to this divine masculine. And I'm getting here that he knows that the chemistry between the two of you is pretty intense. So I also feel like he assumes that you are, at least would still be attracted to him. Even though you might hate him, you still are attracted to him and may not be able to resist him. So he kind of, I feel, has a little bit of a cockiness to him. I miss your warmth, cold shoulder. Okay, feminine, if you've been pushed to the point because of foolish behavior to give the masculine the cold shoulder, he feels it. He feels your cold shoulder, okay? So he assumes that the cold shoulder that you're giving him is because you're angry, okay? You're angry with him. But there's a little part of him that just feels like, focuses on the fact that you would still want him. You would still not be able to resist him because you guys have this chemistry. I keep picking that up for whatever reason. Yeah. Because the thing is, you guys, whenever you connect, there is magic. That's it. There's magic. It's like all it's going to take is one kiss and you guys are back in, okay? It's like not being able to resist the other person. So this might be one of the things. It's like, okay, you must be really angry with your divine masculine. You must be very hurt, divine feminine, to be able to give him this cold shoulder because there is so much chemistry. It's like, how can you deny this divine masculine? Because he's done something that has caused you to react in this way. So remember, this is just how he sees this connection right now and how he sees you, feminine. This is just his assumption. It doesn't make it entirely correct, but this is just what he is seeing at this particular time. Okay, now we're going to go into my Arrows of Love Oracle and Arrows of Love Tarot and see what is going on here. So we're going to separate those. Okay, there's so much anger inside me, hostile. Let's get the energy here with that. With what does he see when it comes to his divine feminine and their connection? Okay. He knows that you guys need to have a deep conversation. There's just no other way around it. And as much as the divine masculine may just want to use his charm and his good looks and his appeal to kind of get back into your good graces, feminine, he can't skip this step, and he knows it. He absolutely knows it. He knows that you deserve that conversation. He knows that you deserve an explanation. Absolutely. Because that's the only way that you guys are going to be able to deal with the anger, the hostility, the rage, the betrayal, whatever has happened here. Okay, so he's not stupid. He knows it. And if he's not good, if that's not his language of love, if his language of love, okay, so words of affirmation is a love language, okay? But then a love language could be acts of service. So you show someone that you care by doing things for them or spending quality time with them or having a deep conversation with them. Having a deep conversation with you, feminine, may not be easy for this masculine because it's not his love language. It might be your love language, but it might not be his. So there could just be a little bit of a difference of the love language, which is why this is difficult for him. But he knows that you need it. And he knows it's the right thing to do. Okay, so we have the Queen of Pentacles coming up for a second time in this reading. The Queen of Pentacles, of all the queens in the tarot, is the one that you know, it's like has the most value. You see this person as someone that deserves good, great things. You value this particular queen. So you know that she deserves it. So if this masculine saw you, he says, I see you in my future as the Queen of Pentacles. He knows in order to keep you, and it's interesting because we have keys. He knows that this is key in order to keep you, Divine Feminine, in his future. He's going to have that conversation with you. There's no way around it. And I'm just getting that this Divine Masculine, it's difficult for him. So that's what all of that fear is and all that holding back is. Oh, that's the only way it's going to be renewed, the Star. And it's also going to bring a lot of healing, which is what the Star truly is. But we do have the keyword renewal. This will help to renew any kind of a possibility of another chance, another go at this connection, etc. I also feel, Divine Feminine, that this will actually be key in your healing, is to hear these words from this Divine Masculine. Does this mean that if you don't get it, you can never heal? No. But wouldn't it be nice? Yes. And this Divine Masculine knows that he is key to lifting some sort of burden or something that you're holding on to, Feminine. He knows that he holds the key to that. So the fact that he's holding back, it's not that he's holding back to be cruel. He's holding back because he is afraid. So just know that, Feminine. All right, let's see what else. Now we have lust. I admire every sexy inch. Well, of course. It's like it's not about attraction here. It's not a lack of attraction. It's not a lack of desire. It might just be a lack within himself, which is why he has acted foolishly or whatever has gone down here. So the fact that this is what he sees when it comes to his feminine, he's very attracted to her, yes, but he knows that he has to go deeper with this feminine in order to keep her. It is key. I love how these cards are playing out off of each other's words. We have spring. And spring to me in this particular deck is growth. It's a new phase. It's fresh energy. Absolutely. So we have to go beyond just the physical. I feel like that is not something that is lacking. There is not the physical connection and the chemistry and the magic and the lust and all that stuff. It's not lacking in this connection. But what is lacking in this connection is either commitment or going deep and being vulnerable. So perhaps this masculine was not able to do that. Maybe he ran away. Maybe he just wasn't ready for this connection. Whatever it is, what I'm getting here from him is that how he sees this is that he knows that he needs to, in order for the two of you to be able to grow and have a fresh new start, it's kind of like this old phase of only connecting in the physical. You guys have to go deeper, or he's going to have to go deeper with you, Divine Feminine. So I feel like he is seeing this now. Maybe he didn't see it before, but he sees it now. And we have the Tower. So we have disruption. Whenever I see that knife, I always think of the Ten of Swords, like a knife in your back. So I do feel like there has been something pretty significant that has disrupted your guys' connection at some point. This was the betrayal, the stab in the back, the tower that, came crumbling down, really disrupted what you guys were building. And I just feel like this is always a reminder to us that it could not have lasted in that stage. You guys perhaps were in a very lustful stage before, really focusing on how you guys made each other feel physically. But this Divine Masculine, it's now time to go deeper. And he may have have some sort of restructuring. He may have needed to go through some sort of a transformation cycle. And the separation or whatever has happened here could be the trick that did it. So I feel like he is understanding something here now. Yep, look at that, the Ace of Wands. And Wands is connected to springtime. So to me, this is a renewed energy. Now, it does say new passion, but it's like passion, but with a deeper energy. So we can, yes, the passion, the magic, and all the physical stuff, it's wonderful, but it's not the entire connection. But we can renew this passion that we feel, but we can go deeper and have a much more, just like a more vulnerable, open, deeper style connection with all the elements, not just the physical. I miss your warmth, cold shoulder. All right, tell us about this. Oh, wow. Okay. So we have lover in the night, temporary. So this to me is a couple of different things. I do feel, and this could be triggering for some of you feminines out there, this masculine may have had, I don't want to say had to, he didn't have to do anything. He may have chosen other partners in order to kind of replace this warmth that you provided for him, okay? Out of insecurity or just not wanting to be alone, being lonely to cope or whatever the situation might be. He may have used temporary people to try to fill the gap, but it hasn't worked. That's what I'm getting here. It hasn't worked. It's kind of like all it's really done is it's created more of a burden for him because he's not really getting anywhere by using temporary fixes. I just feel like he's being forced to go deep within himself to experience that major tower moment. And it could be that the tower moment for this masculine was finally the feminine being done. If that's your story, you finally gave him the cold shoulder, you cut him off, you blocked him, whatever. This created a tower moment for your masculine. He may have chosen someone else for that temporary fix, but he's not happy. Yep. He would be better off by himself. And not all masculines did that at all. They didn't. Some of them did go into hermit mode. But I feel like at the end, after the masculine may have either lost you, feminine, or was just really, truly alone and realizing that these temporary fixes were not working, this did force him to go into that inner discovery mode. Okay, that's the hermit. Just really going deep into the soul, almost like a dark night of the soul. This was absolutely necessary for this particular masculine. And I just feel like you had something to do with that feminine because of you shifted your behavior towards him. He needed that from you. You needed to either cut him off or decline something. You needed to do something in order for him to really feel this, to really have that tower moment, to really go into that dark night of the soul. So he sees you, feminine, as having to do something in order to take care of yourself. It's like he's not angry. He realizes that you did what you needed to do. Yep. And then we have this Fool's energy. So the Fool is about rediscovering. It's about starting fresh, starting new. The fact that we had 3 cards now that represent this: Spring, the Ace of Wands, and now the Fool. This tells me this is the only way that you guys are going to be able to refresh this particular connection. So he sees your connection as needing to have gone through something in order to be rebuilt and restructured. So now we have Kiss Me. There's magic in your kiss, something so sweet on those lips. But we do have interference. So something got in the way. It's either third-party energy or the masculine's fear. So even though you guys experienced all this magic, something got in the way. Something created a disruption or an interference in this particular connection. And I just feel like the masculine, it wasn't that the feminine wasn't good enough for the masculine. It's just that he was battling inner demons. And so he let other things interfere with this connection, unfortunately. And I feel like that has a lot to do with the foolish energy that came through. Okay, so now we have the Knight of Wands coming up for a second time. So it's like the flame is very much still alive for him. He's really, and also I feel like he's really intensely feeling this energy. Now, this could be that he is ready to come back for the feminine. This is only if this is your story. Don't take it if it's not. But let's just say you've moved on, feminine, and you're with someone else. Whoa, he's really feeling this intense feeling of not being able to have what he wants. And that is really transformative for this masculine, because he could be the type of person that is used to getting what he wants when he wants it. So this might be why he is feeling restless. This might be why he's feeling all of this energy, because he can't have what he wants right now, that he's actually going to have to put in work. He's actually going to have to improve as a person to either get you back or to just kind of accept that he lost out on this opportunity when he had it. So I feel like there's something deep going on here in your situation. But we have Brighton and the Sun. So the sun is illumination. This masculine sees very clearly, okay? So what does he see when it comes to this divine feminine? He sees very clearly now. It's almost like realizing something when it might be a little too late. He may not know some things. He may not know that this feminine would welcome him back. He may assume a lot of things about this feminine at this time, assuming that she's still angry with him. So there are a lot of things that are happening, and a lot of energy and a lot of focus on the past and looking at the past and how he can go back and maybe change a thing or two. But there's also this feeling of being uncertain. I'm not sure that I can change or undo some of these things. But the sun is all about strength and positive, happy outcomes. It's actually better than you think. So right now, even if his fears or other situations are interfering with this reconciliation, I do feel like the sun is optimistic. He's trying to, it's like he's going to choose more of an optimistic decision than the pessimistic decision. So that's the energy. All right, so now we're going to go into the heart. What is the divine masculine's heart right now? So what is in the divine masculine's heart right now? Let's look at this. What is in the masculine's heart right now? Okay, so this right here is my divine love inspiration counterpart messages. What's in the divine masculine's heart right now? Oh, I love that. Contracts. You are helping me more than you know. So feminine, regardless of the last time you've spoken to your masculine, what you guys have exchanged, what's not being said right now, you're actually helping this masculine be a better version of himself, a better person. You've really helped him grow, is what I'm getting. And we have wounds. So there are wounds here, and we have the demon in the background. Those inner demons that the masculine is battling right now are because of the wounds. Now, this could be his own childhood wounds. I do have a child here. Childhood wounds or trauma that is unhealed and unresolved. And so he allowed those wounds to inflict wounds upon you, feminine. Okay? So he's learning a lot about himself right now and why he did what he did. Okay? So in his heart, this is what's in his heart. Something is being revealed to him, and he's trying to make it matter, meaning make all that pain matter. I don't want to just, chalk this up and have it be a loss. I actually want to improve myself and learn something from this experience with you. We have guardian. He sees you as a guardian. He sees you as a guardian angel, and he also still cares very much about you, feminine. So that's in his heart. He feels like you're guiding him, though, on his journey. Ooh, and we also have signs. He's getting signs about you and this connection and nature. And he's looking at things differently than he did before. So maybe he has had that awakening. Like he's had some sort of a shift in his perspective of things. Okay, so this is my Twin Flame Journey Oracle Revised Edition. So let's go ahead and clarify these cards. Divine timing. Okay, so what he is feeling, feminine, right now, just on an overall level, is that when something occurred, like when you first came together, it's like it was the perfect time to meet you, but it was not the perfect time to have this deep connection and explore it further. Okay, but he feels like something is aligning now. It's kind of like he's feeling like he might be ready now, even though he wasn't ready, let's just say 20 years ago. Or I'm just putting that number out there, like however long it's been. But he's feeling like he's ready now. Something is coming into alignment now with that cosmic egg. This is my Twin Flame Journey Tarot. There's that Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups means I want to come towards you and I want to offer you this new cup. This is a renewed cup. This is a gesture that I'm making towards you to show you that I've changed, to show you that the things that we went through really helped me to see things differently. Ooh, I really like that. Okay. So let's now take a look at the wounds energy. Yep, had to go through some sort of cycle. It's like a duration, a period of time needed to go by in order for him to realize just either how broken he was or how many demons he was battling. I just feel like the dark version of himself is what the divine feminine was met with. And so he could not love her, properly at that particular time. He couldn't do right by her at that time. But we do have the Chariot, which means that there's going to be more success now moving forward. He has much more strength now that a period of time has gone by. He wants to charge ahead. He wants to travel. He wants to grow. He doesn't want to regress or stay stuck. So this energy is in his heart space towards this connection. Now we have the Guardian. I care about what happens to you. But I'm also getting the vibe of guardian angel. Feels like the feminine is his guardian angel in some sort of way. We have karmic partners. So this could be that there are karmic partners involved in this connection, okay? Or there's certain people that have been pivotal in this divine masculine's life that have triggered him and triggered the wounds and the traumas to help him to see something and to grow. So feminine, if he moved on or was with other people in between your connection, these people are actually helping to guide him back towards you. So he sees you and this connection right now as being a guide back to you. Yep, and so we have something that is in the distance, something where it's like awaiting results. He sees you, feminine, and feels in his heart that he couldn't be what you needed him to be, and it took another person to show him this. So it's like guiding back to you. So now we have all of these signs here coming through. These signs that he's receiving that are helping him, and he's rising to the occasion. He feels like he is awakened now. He feels like he has been revived, and he is, feeling ready. I feel readier than before. Is readier a word? I don't know. Readier than before to reconcile and to restore this connection with you, feminine. So that's what's going on in his heart space. He does want to reconcile. And he does want to heal this connection with you. And he is aware of all the pain that he caused. And he's aware of why he caused it. So he may have done some sort of work on himself spiritually, or maybe has done some sort of work, mental health wise. There's something there. So this right here is going to be, how does the divine masculine feel towards his feminine currently when it comes to the heart space? This is my Love Never Dies oracle. Gatekeeper, only you hold the key. Guys, this is the third time that we have a key showing up in this reading. So that's significant to me. Only you hold the key, okay? He knows that he holds the key to you two reconciling, to having a restoration in this connection. He knows this, feminine. And he knows that you hold some sort of key in his journey, in his development, in him bettering himself as a man or just a masculine, as a person. Okay, this is my divine masculine haunted oracle. I can't hear you through the fog when it's cold outside. So when he's been in the shadows, feminine. Oh, hold on for a second. I've got to plug in my computer or I'm going to lose the... Just give me a second, you guys. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's not lose it. I can't believe I didn't realize that I didn't plug that in before I got started. All right, here we go. Sorry, guys. Okay. So I feel like when you guys experience, or when this masculine has been in this like cold, dark period, dark night of the soul, right? He may not have been able to hear you, feminine, meaning that he was not at a place on his journey where he could, open himself up to the experience. But with time, I am seeing here that this masculine realizes that you, feminine, are very much a part of his transformation, wanting to be a better person, etc. So this is my Lurking in the Shadows tarot, and that card just popped out, so we'll take it. Ooh, Queen of Fangs. The Queen of Fangs in this particular deck is the Queen of Swords, Steel, Heart. It makes sense. Feminine, if you had to give the masculine the cold shoulder, I already saw that it was key that you did this, because this is the only thing that would have woke this masculine up. It wasn't going to wake him up. That time and time again, you forgiving him or taking him back, that wasn't going to change shit. The only way that this masculine was going to have a true awakening is when the fangs came out and the feminine said, no more. Very interesting. All right, let's see what else. Sinner. Ooh, I don't deserve your love. So this masculine does feel in his heart space that he doesn't deserve your forgiveness, feminine. He does feel that he doesn't deserve your forgiveness, that you have more than any right to basically remain, to have your heart remain like steel or continue to give him the cold shoulder. He knows that he deserves something. He knows he deserves some kind of treatment. So again, this masculine is not stupid. Head full of lies, I run far from the words that you say. This masculine could not handle having a conversation with you, feminine. And he might still at this time, because he feels fearful or feels like he doesn't deserve your forgiveness or that you'll never forgive him, he might still be using that as an excuse not to deal with this and to continue to run away, so he doesn't have to face the fear of having a conversation. So this is how he feels at this time. But he does want to come home. 3 of Cups. He wants to have that reunion. He wants to come home. He wants to feel like he's at home again with his feminine. So this to me is the desire. This is the desire that he has. He wants this. He wants to come home. Because the feminine feels like home to him. Okay, longing for the home I used to know. Here it is. Home, home, twice. 2 different decks. It's absolutely how he feels in his heart. He wants to come home. Our love is 6 feet under. Now, he knows that he put this love 6 feet under, or this connection 6 feet under, when either he did something or when you guys parted ways, said goodbye. But we have the Countess of Fangs, the Watcher. This masculine, this is Page of Swords. This masculine could be spying on the feminine or trying to gather some sort of information, or he's asking other people about her to kind of see, is this 6 feet under? Is this done? Is it over for good? So he might be trying to gather some sort of information or get some sort of signs by observing her to see if she would even give him another chance. Because there definitely is this cold shoulder, Queen of Swords vibe here. He's just not sure. I lost my way when I lost you. So the masculine had to travel on this dark night of the soul journey. He had to go into his shadow. I feel like he was in the shadow when the feminine was dealing with him before, but like he really needed to go on this journey. He needed to go on his own journey in order to find himself, feminine. He couldn't do it with you by his side. He just couldn't. So in his heart, he knows he had to travel. But the thing is, when he lost his way, that's when he lost you. So he really went into the dark. But we have Ghost in the Sheets, haunted. Your memory never went away. This connection never went away. He was never able to break the bond that you guys originally built. So it's kind of like you can run, but you can't hide. And then we have the Hierophant, Code of Ethics. He knows he's going to have to do the ethical thing. He knows that he's going to have to act with integrity. He knows that he is going to have to take what he has learned on his spiritual journey and make these wrongs right with you, feminine. There could also be a sort of spiritual path that he is on right now. Maybe there's some sort of, religion or spiritual practice that he has adopted. And this is actually really helping him to make some sort of decision, make the right decision when it comes to you in this connection. There could be a spiritual teacher or a mentor around him that is really helping him to deal with his wounds, his past, which will help him to then, do something different, take this connection into a different direction moving forward. So instead of traveling or running away from you, this is traveling towards you, running towards you. So that's what I have for you guys so far. So if you are interested in going into the deeper messages here, we're going to go into the body. What desires are currently playing out when this divine masculine thinks about his divine feminine? We're going to go into the soul energy. How has the divine feminine made an impact on this divine masculine spiritual awakening and ascension journey? We already know that you've had an impact, feminine, but we're going to really go into those details. Also, what does he feel is meant to be deep down inside? Well, we already know that he is starting to feel this fate and destiny with that Wheel of Fortune. So we're going to dive deep into what that looks like, and then we're going to finish it off with what does he feel guided to do next when it comes to this connection, as in bringing her his truth, setting the record straight. What does that look like? What's the timing around that? So if you guys are interested, that link will be down below. And if not, thank you guys so much for choosing to watch this reading. All right, take care. Bye-bye.